Molly Ringwald. Diane Davidson here from the Fine Homes Group at Keller Williams. I'm here with Bill Weidacker, my partner in life and work. Hi, Bill.
Well, hello, Molly.
Welcome to our podcast, Good Deeds, Real Estate with a Mission. Today we're talking about headlines, local and national, right?
Yeah.
The need to read the story, get some context, or know an expert that can interpret things for you.
Well, I'm always interested in what's going on in the real estate world because it seems to me that if you're willing to pay attention to something more than the headlines, you're going to get a much different story.
Correct.
Today's Union Leader state paper says home sales in New Hampshire plunge 39% in January. And so while that's factually true, it's contextually missing a whole lot.
Yeah.
And so if somebody just looks at it and says, oh my God, we have no chance. We missed the opportunity. And that is completely not true. So to give some context, so this morning there were 950 single family homes on the market. By the way,
in the whole state.
In the whole state. And they said in the article, it said it's the lowest January sales number since 2011. And so to give context to that, let's go back in time, shall we?
I wish.
So there were less than 1,000 homes on the market today. In January of 2011, 10,000.
So,
10 times as much.
Yeah.
And there was, to give some more context, there was 15 months of supply back then. So if nothing else happened, nothing else came on the market, those 10,000 houses would take 15 months to sell.
Mm-hmm.
Today, we have less than a month. We have 30 days worth of inventory. So do we have a real inventory? Do we have a real real estate crisis on our hands? If we do, it's the fact we don't have enough houses. Huge opportunity for property owners if they're thinking of moving this year. Even if they're thinking of moving and like I'm going to buy in New Hampshire and I'm going to sell in New Hampshire, but I don't know what to do. Here's the difference. Back in 2011, you could probably rely on the internet because there were 10,000 properties on the market, plenty to choose from. Oh, I'd like to go there. They'll wait for me to sell out of. Now, what you need more than ever is most real estate brokers know about the properties that are going to come on the market before the internet does.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So let's not wait for the internet to tell you whether you should move or not. Hire a professional and let them do what they do best. That's broker transactions.
And find things off market even. So I want to go back to something that you said. You said that sellers are going to see that and think, oh, it's too late, I've missed it. It's exactly the opposite of that. The reason that things have plunged is because there haven't been houses to sell and the buyers are still out there. We've said over and over and over, there are buyers that are new to the market every single week at our open houses and buyers who are back in the market every single week at our open houses and buyers calling on our property. So the point is, you haven't missed it. It's coming your way. And as other sellers, other property owners realize it's coming their way, you're going to have more competition for a larger pool of buyers than is usually around this time of year. So it's anything but missing it. And we encourage people who have property, that they think they may want to sell to do it now. And we're seeing photographers starting to book up and so forth, but lots of people want to put their property on the market in the spring. The spring has sprung. Buyers are out there. Now is the time. I look at sort of reverse of the plunging number of sales, which is in Phoenix, for instance, because I'm on these national calls. And in Phoenix, there are over 9,000 properties available just in Phoenix, not in the state of America, just in Phoenix. So 10 times what we have here. Their numbers are going up, and their numbers are going up because there are more properties available for buyers to buy. I mean, you think this week that in a 1 week look back, 180 some odd properties have gone under contract. Have gone under contract, and only 90 came on.
2 to 1.
2 to 1. So that other buyer pool that didn't get to buy, the other 90-some people, are still looking. I mean, inventory is, I've never seen anything like it. And it's not like, so this will be a good segue to the national headlines. It's not like other parts of the country.
And yet, we're noticing foot traffic is up all around the country also. So
exactly.
I think buyers are more encouraged than the people writing the articles are. Mm-hmm. I don't know what's going on, and it is if you're going to do anything, with regard to real estate in New Hampshire, talk to someone who knows the market locally.
Mm-hmm.
Any other part of the country, talk to someone who don't rely on national headlines. Don't even rely on state headlines. You know, for instance, if you've got something to sell in Manchester, right now there's 30 houses on the market in the city. Need you know anything more? It's a question.
Not rhetorical.
Well,
No, we had, in our sort of local coaching group in our office here this morning, we talked about reaching out to people that we know, many of whom own homes, right?
Hmm.
And offering to interpret what's going on in the market right now, because we're much different little pocket here in New Hampshire than nationally, and people tend to read the national headlines and not even the story, right?
that's why I really believe this is helpful, because even though you may not be looking to move this year or even next year, in most cases is a very valuable asset amongst all the other assets you may have. And it's good to know what's going on.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. Thanks for reading the paper. And
The last resident in the state of New Hampshire that reads the newspaper,
it's okay. It's good.
when I saw it this morning, I was like, good, I got something to talk about.
Good timing. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to follow us on your favorite podcast platform or subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you next week.